and start. And hello and welcome back, guys. This is the second installment of our Golden Aegis Challenge cast series. And this time we've got Mr. A.E. giving in his replay for us to cast here. Now, as you can see, we're a little bit under the draft. I was checking to be sure if this was a regular all pick or a ranked all pick. Looks like we're in ranked, so we can go ahead and analyze this one as it's going on just a little bit. So right now, we already have Mr. Narish Morgan. He's going to be on the Ancient Apparition with Geeked Out on the Zeus and Ichigo Kurosaki on the Bloodseeker. Meanwhile, for Tide Hunter is Brewmen, and Marana is Obese Pandas, which is a very funny name there. Anyway, so now we're going on to this one. Let's get the play going. Our main man, the guy that we're watching out for, is Mr. A.E. That's right. He was one that sent in this replay. A huge thanks to him. And we'll be happy to give his game a go. So, I mean, Bloodseeker, Zeus, Ancient Apparition, already you've got a huge amount of global there. Anyone takes a little bit of damage goes a long way, especially when helping out this Bloodseeker get as much as possible. Now, I personally am tired of seeing Bloodseekers in games like these, mostly because I hate playing against. I really hate playing against Bloodseeker. I'm sure is an opinion felt across the spectrum of Dota 2 players, but I digress. You've got a Witch Doctor coming out, a lot of team fight coming out from the Radiant. They've got between the Call Down, the Death Ward, and the Ravage, a good setup from the Marana as well with the Moonlight Shadow, so lots of capability for them to take a good and hard team fight. Undying comes out for the Dire just as this really tough team to fight into between Bloodseeker and Undying. They've got a lot of sustain, a lot of early game dominance, and a lot of lane pressure that they can go ahead and exert on to the Radiant. So we'll have to see how they lane this one. If they go for a jungle Bloodseeker, then we might be seeing a little bit more of an easier game for the Radiant, but a laning Bloodseeker, whether in the mid or otherwise, will start to weigh heavily on the Radiant's ability to pull anything out of this early game. And it looks like an Invoker comes out, so maybe it's going to be a hard carry Bloodseeker with Zeus and Undying taking the off lane. Ancient Apparition will be supporting the Blood and Invoker and towards the mid lane. Meanwhile, for the Radiant side, it is going to be a Broodmother as the last pickup. Mr. A.E., our man, sending in the replay, goes for a Brood. So, I guess not expected there, but we're going to switch over to free camera so you guys can see what I see. And we'll get ready to go into this game. So again, we've got Mr. Saint on the Witch Doctor with Brewman on the Tide Hunter. Obese Pandas, we play in the Marana, A.E. on the Broodmother, and Robin Duck on the Gyrocopter. Meanwhile, Geeked Out will be playing the Zeus, followed by Daisies on the Undying, Toby Bits, or Toy Bits Angelo on the Invoker, Ichigo Kurosaki on the Bloodseeker, and Narish Morgan on the Ancient Apparition. So I may have spoken a little bit too soon. We've got an Invoker making his way towards the top lane, has gone Exhort first. Leads me to believe that potentially this is going to be a hard carry Invoker, a hero very near and dear to my own heart. I have been known to do it every now and then. I think it's legitimate, but I'll leave that one up to you.
30 seconds to showtime.
Although it has been apparent that Bloodseeker has made his way towards the bottom lane, this could just be their positioning to secure runes. Maybe give the Invoker the chance to grab the top, and the Bloodseeker or Zeus or whoever the chance to grab the bottom. Whichever it turns out to be, it looks like they'll get both of them. In fact, Narish Morgan and Dices make their way behind the fray here. A 4-man Undying Tombstone could be very difficult to deal with. Kurosaki makes his way in. What has he got? He's got the Blood Right, so he's taking a lot. The Blood Rage, so he's taking a lot of damage. Ends up being first blooded there. Saint will go down as well, though, and the Tombstone down on everyone. Obese Pandas, he doesn't have Leap. Instead, went Arrow first. He could actually drop here. Go Geeked Out. Yeah, he's definitely got to drop. No, the Tombstone goes down, but Geeked Out still able to get the kill with that last Chain Lightning coming through. Committing a pretty decent amount of mana to that one, but he does have the clarity, so he doesn't care all that much. So a nice 2-for-1 here happening in the bottom rune spot. It's actually going to be Marana versus Zeus in the mid lane. Bloodseeker down towards the bottom, with Invoker up in the top, and going toe-to-toe with that Broodmother that we mentioned. Gonna be fairly difficult for him to deal with. However, Cole should be able to get a decent amount of farm from that lane. We'll have to watch out though. I mean, Invoker, very slow hero. Once AE starts getting a couple more skill points up, this could run away for the Broodmother. So again, just keep an idea up to the top. As bottom lane working out, a little bit of aggression going both ways. I'm gonna actually turn my game volume down and put it down way down. So we'll see where this is going. Another thanks to my chat going on there, giving me live updates to how this is going, so I can make sure that everything works out smoothly. So game volume down. We'll continue going into this one. Dicey is taking a little bit of damage. He drops down the Tombstone, but that's about it. Gonna go and Broodman actually taking a little bit of damage from this Ancient Apparition, but again, no one really dying down here, and a Tombstone was committed. Obi's Panda's taking a little bit of harass in the mid lane. That's all it's going to be, harass for now. Zeus not really having the mana pool to sustain through a huge amount more, though he's got 2 points into the bolt. He's actually got the Invis rune, making his way towards the mid. Back again. Obi's Pandas has 1 point in leap, so Geeked Out has to do this one very quickly and efficiently if he wants to make this happen.
Middle is missing.
Obi's Pandas, he's got the bottle. Maybe it's not going to happen quite the way he was hoping, but at most he can go ahead for some extra burst damage, and that'll be about it. It looks like the Dire really wants to make something happen down in the bottom lane, though. Dices with Tombstone back up 1 second. Kurosaki and Naish, they make their way in. A couple creeps on her tower, but I mean, they're not really making or committing to anything right now. Thank you. I wonder what resulted in that, or what caused that. But now Tobievitz. Now he's going to go ahead and pop himself into the Ghost Walk, but there's a Sentry Ward. AE on top of this one. So he'll go ahead and grab himself a solo kill here in the top lane. And the bottom, still pretty passive compared to what just happened in the top, but a Tombstone looked to be committed, and that was about it. Now the pinks come out. They want Ashigo. What can they do to him, though? They've got a ton of damage coming out immediately. A 3-man decay stack from Dices, but that's not really going to make anything happen. Narsh goes in, though, getting some decent right-click off onto Robin Duck. But again, harass without too much of a cause. Dices goes in, another 2-man decay, but he's taking a lot of damage. Doesn't have quite a lot of mana here. Plenty of HP, but he's not quite able to sustain through it, and Brewman will find the kill. 2 going their way, and Radiant are running away right now with this early game. I mean, I say running away sensationally, but the top lane again, AE going into this one, another Ghost Walk. Doesn't want to commit his second Sentry Ward, not just yet. Wants to be sure that when he does commit it, it is used to get himself a very secured kill and not wasted. I mean, that is 100 gold that he'll have to spend. Goes in straight back behind the tower, though. Wants to make something happen. He'll drop down with the nice web. And Tobievitz, he can't get away from this one. He already popped the Ghost Walk, so he'll go down a second time to AE. And not even having to spend a Sentry Ward that time. That is efficiency at its best. Just get him to pop it once and then get aggressive again. Ashigo, meanwhile, being forced to go up to the top lane. Smart of him to rotate away, because he can't really sustain in that bottom lane, but at the same time, being forced to jungle when he didn't exactly want to from the start, that's really going to put a damper on him here. So he's got 2 points up in Thirst, but not really getting too much from it. AE in the top lane again, maybe looks to be aggressive, or even more aggressive than he's already been. But Ashigo Kurosaki's there, and Geeked Out's there, so now they have got a little bit more to deal with this Broodmother as far as vision goes. But as it stands right now, she's really far ahead and not looking to slow down anytime soon. She does look to be a little aggressive there, but sees a Zeus and nopes straight on out of there. They've pulled out the raid. Maybe they can squash this bug. Who knows? Robin Duck in the bottom lane, farming all right. 23 last hits, paired up with AE there as far as the last hit counts go. And that could be a bit of an issue, being that the two highest farmers, the three highest farmers right now on the map, all belong to the Radiant. But Toby Bits maybe looking to make something happen here in the mid lane. He's going to go out with the Cold Snap, but Obese Pandas doesn't get hit by the Sunstrike. In fact, Toby Bits a little bit off the mark with that one. Now doesn't have any real way to chase this one down, as Ichigo Kurosaki is in the mid lane. They rotate everyone around, hoping the Zeus can make a bigger impact on this Broodmother. And, I mean, it's definitely seeming that way with the static field. It's keeping AE from just freely moving around the trees, but does that really hinder him? As he's going to make his way in, goes in with his insatiable hunger, but just not able to slow him down enough to continue to chase. This is kind of where he needs to have those huge counts of spiderlings, but look at that burst coming out. He's got plenty of spiderlings now. Geeked Out's on the run, and hold up here. AE, is he thirsted? There's no vision for him. Spiders continuing to chase, though. They'll find the kill. That is a free one for AE again, as he just continues to find all of those kills. Just so good for him. He's going to walk away with a lot of gold out of this laning phase. And again, he is a top farmer on the map. So, or one of the top farmers on the map. So, huge amounts of gold to this Broodmother. The tower as well going down. A very good early game lead for this Brood.
How about that?
And actually could find one on Kurosaki here, as Robin Duck way back behind the tower underneath the tombstone. You can see the two walking zombies chasing him down. There's going to be a lot of damage coming out, but Static or Saint coming in with the Voodoo Restoration. Not quite enough to keep him alive, but drops out with the Maledict. Not going to be enough again to kill them, but deals a pretty substantial amount of damage. Hold on, maybe one more tick will be enough on it. Dices, no, it's not enough. 50 damage coming out as a last tick from that. 100 to bring him down. So continuing to farm up is Kurosaki in this top jungle.
You know the drill.
He's got the boots, looking for a little bit more, the Quelling Blade, but AE is farming so much better. He's going to have an Orchid out soon. That is... that's pretty good. Always Pandas in the mid lane looking for Toby Bits. Got the arrow, he connects! But he's on the low ground, so he's going to miss a couple of the right clicks. Not really going to be able to secure a kill. Could easily turn and leap on this one, but instead goes to leap away, goes for the rune. Now Saint with the Maledict. He's doing a ton of damage, but only 1 point is it in Maledict, so it's not going to be enough to tick him down. Will be enough to force him away, though. Obese Panda's throwing out another arrow. Looks like he wanted Geeked Out, but not able to connect it. Has another kill on the bottom. What? Robin Duck goes for the call down, gets the kill on to Narsh Mogan. And again, these top three farmers doing a huge amount, but as far as last hits goes, it looks like Ichigo Kurosaki has snuck his way back onto the board, able to go and find a lot of gold from this jungle, and his net worth, although it's the 5th, his CS definitely alright. And it just shows that he can really increase his farm exponentially from here.
Best do something about that bottom tower.
Bottom tier 1 taking a lot of damage from Robin Duck. He'll be able to bring that one down very soon. Obese Pandas, meanwhile, searching for kills. He wants Ichigo Kurosaki. Doesn't spot him out, though. And there's going to be a Rupture out. Obese Pandas taking a little bit of damage. A bit of an SPF drop there, but we've got the Thunder God's Wrath. A lot of damage. Hold on! He gets the kill with the Starfall. Tries to TP out, but won't be able to do so. Meanwhile, AE will find another kill in the Geeked Out. Gets chased by Dices, but he can't quite do anything with it. So...
Radiant's mid tower could use
a kill for nothing there, or 2 kills for 1.
Guess what's happening to Dire's bottom tower?
As a bottom tier 1 tower, still taking damage, but not quite going down. Do we have another kill? Dices, is he in trouble here in the top lane? Trying to run away from the spiderlings, but not quite able to do so. He'll get, or he is able to do so. What am I talking about? Alright, so as it stands right now, 10-5. Toby Bits, is there any more points in that Maledict, or is it still level 1? It's still level 1, so not a huge amount of damage coming out from that. But again, I mean, forcing him away, making him use regen or going back to base or anything like that is all that he really wants to right now. With that bio, though, he should be back up to full pretty soon. AE looking for another kill. He's hungry. But it's a tier 2 tower that's preventing him.
Middle is missing.
They are he's just gonna dive straight onto this one. Dice is one attack from him and all of his creeps, and it just blows Dice's up. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, another kill for Robin Duck. So much focus on this Broodmother. Tory Bits will go ahead into the Ghost Walk. They don't have any way to spot him out, not yet.
The Dire might want to mine their top
Meanwhile,
tower.
the bottom, top tier 2 goes down, so maybe he has to find another lane to farm, or he just goes up onto the high ground. I don't know. Whatever it is, he's doing pretty well. Tory Bits, maybe it's a Midas that he's going for right now. In fact, he buys a recipe. It is indeed the Midas. As Kurosaki, he goes down to Obese Pandas, 13-5. So much happening across the map. Now, we can take a look at the graphs right now. Is 7,500 gold, 5,000 experience at 11.5 minutes is a lead that the Radiant most certainly are happy about accumulating. I mean, as it stands right now, Dire, I mean, they're running out of options. They still have a decent team and plenty of bursts to win fights, but bottom lane, Robin Duck again with another kill. There's an Ice Blast that comes out, and it actually will connect into Broodman. This could secure the kill. It will secure the kill. Robin Duck also taking plenty of damage from that, but it doesn't last nearly as long. Meanwhile, the top lane is going to be an Orchid getting initially hit on a Toy Bits. They'll grab the kill with that. And a 2 for 2 across the map, but the bottom tier 1 tower will go down. And AE still alive, still kicking, and still pushing like the God-fearing spider he is. And now we've got a nice sentry ward, but AE, I don't think he really cares about sentries at the moment. He is large and in charge.
Dire's bottom tower's getting
Zeus
the business.
geeked out. One of their only
Radiant's
real
mid
ways
tower's
to
getting
counter
banged
him
up.
and get vision on him. Going for that Aghanim Scepter, but not quite able to do too much right now. I mean, he goes up, he tries to kill the Brood, and then he just dies. That's kind of where he's at right now. Needs some farm, but then again, so does everyone on this map.
Dire's mid tower's having technical difficulties.
And where is the AI? AA's got a
Dire's
Midas.
mid
That's,
tower could use a little
I
help.
guess, surprising considering how this game is going. Him having enough farm to buy a Midas at 13 minutes is really good. Boots Midas will help him get that Aghanim Scepter out, or at least out. I'm not quite sure when he'll be able to get it, or if he'll be able to stay alive for more than 5 minutes. But the Ice Blast comes through. Maldic goes on to Geeked Out, but they're going to go ahead and heal him up. The Ice Blast connecting on to 3 Obese Pandas. They can't heal him up. He's dead.
With honor.
He's down and out. It's only a level 1 Ice Blast, but it's still enough. Oh, there is the Thunderbolt as well as the Thunder God's Wrath, and Geeked Out will find a second kill.
Zeus be with you.
All the while still pushing on this top lane, but there's enough people alive to defend against it if he gets a little bit too close to that tier 3 for comfort. Saint running away. They've got the thirst on him. They see him, but he's healing up with that Voodoo Restoration, so it should
Dire's top tower, you know the drill.
get off him very soon. And Volker, meanwhile, killing Gyrocopter. Another thirst, I guess, coming out. There's a TP from AE underneath that Sentry Ward. They aren't able to do anything about it. It looks like they ruptured him and Ice Blasted him, but they can't kill him. So he'll get away with his life. It looks like Odie's Panda's potentially going for that quick BKB. He's got the Ogre Club out. In fact, the BKB could be quite good here, especially when you're dealing with the legs of an Invoker
Radiant's
and
mid
a
tower's
Zeus.
coming apart.
You want to nullify their impact as soon as possible, because they will get strong if you let them. And BKB is the best way to look them dead in the eye and say, hey, I don't care who you are. I don't care what you do. You're a melee creeper. You're a range creep to me now. So Geeked Out. Still trying to farm towards that Aghanim Scepter. He's about 2,000 gold away, so all said and done, he'll have that out in a fairly decent timing. But speaking of Aghanim Scepter, the support, Saint, on the other team is also closing in on it. And, I mean, of course Zeus will get it out first, but you don't want to be trying to race towards an Aghanim Scepter no matter how far you are ahead with the enemy support. As far as net worth goes, I mean, he's more than half. Saint is more than half of Geeked Out's net worth. So That, I mean, it's not an issue, but still a support. You kind of want your support to be down low. And one support who is rather farmed right now is this this Ancient Apparition. Again, we noted that Midas that he picked up. He's got the point booster out, and he'll continue to farm this one up. Ice Blast goes up top, but it won't connect onto AE, who's far enough away that he doesn't really care. A lot of spiders taking some damage, but they're not quite able to bring any of them down. They're putting plenty of pressure, though, onto this Broodmother. So you're not able to push out the tier 3 just yet. But looks like maybe Obese Pandas could be in a lot of trouble. They pop the Moonlight Shadow. Do they have vision? It looks like they do if they're bringing down that Sentry Ward. They're going to go ahead and pop the Rupture onto Saint. Saint's as good as dead. Bloodright goes out. But there is an... Oh, man, the Ravage! I gotta see that again. Look at this. They all group up. The Ravage immediately... It wasn't even a Blink Ravage. It was just 4 men caught in the middle of a Ravage, of a call down. So much damage in so little time. Don't blink. He just walks up and ravages that. Holy moly.
Can't do nothing about Dire's structures right now. Dire's mid tower won't last much longer.
So with a Ravage down, they're quite happy to take that one. 4 down. Meanwhile, AE doing what he does best, making use of this space. Tier 3 is gone up top. And now, I mean, he could start to put some chip damage out on this range Drax and maybe give it, maybe chip it away over and over again. But he gets back. The Ice Blast comes through up top in time to not catch anyone.
Dire's mid tower
Continue to farm towards that Midas again. 2,000 gold, like the Zeus was when we looked at him last. Speaking of, Zeus is nowhere, not closer to it. Not anywhere closer to it. He's got 900 gold, and that's about it. In fact, does he have anything on the courier? No, he does not. So yeah, he's about as far away from it as he was when we last looked at him. And Tori Bits, dead.
How about that?
What I can only imagine is a flame pause.
All right, carry on.
Wow. So yeah, just a reminder, this is the Golden Aegis Challenge of replays casted by me. All replays will be available on my YouTube channel, so I believe I have links to that in a lot of places, whether here on this page or my Twitter, so you can check out the replays there when it's all said and done. And also the GoFundMe page. You can go and check out Reddit. I'm pretty sure it's over there. I think last I checked it was front page, so we're looking good, guys. AE going in onto Geeked Out. There is a Orchid out onto him, and whew, this spider, way too big right now. What does he even have? I know he's got that Orchid. He's got the Desolator. I mean, this is just fuel to the already raging fire. AE again in the top lane. Godlike for this spider. Godlike against the god himself. GG gets called, but this isn't Captain's mode. It ain't an official GG. Instead, the racks will drop.
The Dire's top rags.
Oh man, I can only imagine what the Dire must be feeling right now. Look at that. The god pinning the god here.
Dire's bottom tower got blown to bits.
And for those who don't know, this is AE who sent in this replay.
Dire's mid tower,
and I guess rightfully so, showing off just how dominant he was in this game. Hey, why not? These replays, you can send in any replay you want. I'll cast it. So, with the GG already called, I mean, it's just clowny from here on out, but we'll go ahead and give it all we got right now. AE, hanging back, looking to make sure that his next push is a smart one. He hasn't died once, so dying right now, being the top of the net worth, with a 9-0 spree, would be incredibly gruesome as far as giving the gold you give. He's going to go into Geeked Out. Maybe this is his over-aggressive move. No, it isn't. He finds a kill. 0 time to it. We mentioned Brewman not even having a blink for that Ravage a little bit back, but, well, he's got it. with 2,200 gold in the bank. I mean, the amount of gold he's farmed in such a short amount of time is astounding. And we're getting close to that point where the net worth graph is almost a stark dichotomy here.
Seriously,
As another kill goes away of AE. Beyond godlike. At 20 minutes, 10-0.
Dire's mid towers having
Mid-tier 3,
difficulties.
under wraps here. It looks like an AFK Bloodseeker, an AFK Undying. From here on out, it's just straight up push. So the tier 3 mid goes down. Don't even think they need to waste their time on the tier 3 bottom. They could just go ahead, push into the tier 4, and make use of that. Still no Ag Scepter. Ooh, man. Ice Blast and a Thunder God's Wrath there. A lot of damage. Still not enough to bring anyone down. AE gonna go ahead, turn in, Orchid out onto the Zeus. Throws a bit of spit at him just to say he wants no part of this. And
Dire's mid tower won't last much longer.
with a tier 3 mid going down, AE will continue to just put pressure on this one. The rest of his team says no, but he says, I don't care, I'm a spider. Let's just keep eating towers. It tastes good.
Bottom tower ain't a pretty
In fact, speaking of eating towers, he's going to eat underneath the tier 4 towers. Nars should go down from this one. We'll go down to the little spiders. Geeked out, meanwhile, finds a kill, a return kill, a much needed kill, 830 gold for him. Is this even his Ags? No, he just goes for a Bloodstone. Gives up on the Ags. In fact, I guess it was pretty obvious that he was doing that with his build. The point booster, the Soul Ring, as well as the Arcane Boost.
pretty sight right now.
And he's just going to go ahead, try to clean up this this bottom tower.
There goes
Gets rid of the
Radiant's bottom
spiders.
tower.
And that's, I mean, alright to slow down this push, but they're Sans too right now. Like, I'm not quite sure what they can do here to win this game. So as it stands again, just another push, another day, another dollar. Maybe they can finally bring down this tier 3 tower.
Dire's mid tower could use
Geeked
a
out,
little
hanging
help.
in close, but he gets too close, he's straight up dead, so he's got to be careful. Ice Blast coming through. Still no Aghanim Scepter, it looks like, so. Geeked out, meanwhile, just gets completely blown to bits. Another kill for AE. Tower is down, Rax is down. Maybe we finally see the Ancient start to take some damage. Robin Duck hanging into the far side of the ranged racks here, or far side of the racks, maybe looking to pull someone out from out of position.
Dire's bottom rag. Didn't Radiant's got a case
But all the
of
buildings
bacon
just
grease.
toppling down like dominoes, one by one. The effigy, 6 commends, questionable title. It's gone.
Dire's mid tower.
And it commends the fountain firing. Look at that. Oh, a kill goes away. 703 gold without a spree. Toy Bits goes down. Gyrocopter goes down at 1,000 gold with a spree. It's a lot of gold. But unfortunately, it doesn't mean jack in this game. So with the tier 3s taking a lot, or tier 4s taking a lot of damage, another GG called.
Dire's mid tower's having technical difficulties.
Orchid, they're just going to chase on this one.
Guess that
Look at the
ain't a
damage.
roll.
That's too much.
Dire's mid tower's nothing now. The
I gotta take a
Dire's
look at
ancient
some of
ain't
this.
gonna last.
Some of this
They're gonna need a
sweet, sweet
miracle.
flame in the old chat here.
Might be over for the
It's almost
Dire's
as fun as
ancient.
watching the game itself right now. So, again, huge thank you to Mr. AE for dropping down some donations here, working towards that golden Aegis. Greatly enjoyed this game. Short and sweet, fun to cast, and I hope it was fun to watch. So, once again, thank you guys, and I'll go ahead and close this one out. Up next looks to be Medieval Walrus, so we'll go to his as soon as possible. Thank you for joining me thus far. And I'll catch you all next time.